As we stand on the threshold of a transformative era where humanity's evolution into a spacefaring civilization becomes inevitable, the emergence of medbeds represents a pinnacle of this advancement. These extraordinary devices, drawing from extraterrestrial technologies that already exist, promise to redefine every facet of healthcare. Soon, with proper planning and intentional integration, medbeds will seamlessly weave into our daily lives, fostering a world of abundant health and vitality. This video explores the profound shifts in preventative and curative treatments, the positive metamorphosis of the industrial medical complex, and the visionary medical system that will emerge, all viewed through a lens of hope and anticipation as we transition into the Hindu Golden Age of prosperity, or Satya Yuga, an epic of truth, harmony, and unparalleled well-being. Preventative and curative treatments will create a holistic leap forward. Medbeds will elevate healthcare from a reactive model to one of profound empowerment, where prevention and cure become indistinguishable. At their core, these advanced healing pods utilize a symphony of technologies. They use vibrational frequencies, quantum healing fields, holographic diagnostics and projections, and bioenergetic resonances which interact directly with the body's cellular and energetic blueprint. In preventative care, medbeds will act as proactive guardians of health. Imagine routine sessions where the device scans and harmonizes your biofield, identifying subtle imbalances before they even manifest as symptoms. By employing soundwave therapy, pulsed electromagnetic fields, and light-based modalities, medbeds will enhance cellular regeneration, boost immune function, and optimize energy flow. This could prevent chronic conditions such as inflammation, fatigue, or degenerative diseases by maintaining the body's natural equilibrium. For instance, regular use will stimulate collagen production, improve circulation, and even modulate genetic expressions to promote longevity, allowing individuals to thrive in peak condition for potentially hundreds of years. Curatively, medbeds will offer instantaneous, non-invasive healing that surpasses our current limitations. The beds might use hyperbaric oxygen integration, nanotechnology for precise tissue repair, and Tesla-inspired bioelectric balancing. They will address ailments from injuries to advanced illnesses with remarkable efficiency. A session could regenerate tissues, dissolve tumors through targeted frequencies, or reverse aging markers by revitalizing telomeres. Chronic pain, neurological disorders, and even organ failures will be resolved in hours rather than months, as the bed's AI-driven intelligence customizes treatments to the user's unique biology. This curative power extends to mental and emotional realms, using meditative soundscapes and energy alignments to heal trauma and foster inner peace, aligning perfectly with the holistic wisdom of ancient traditions revitalized in our spacefaring future. With proper planning, such as global distribution networks and ethical vibrational training programs, these capabilities are entirely feasible. Soon, medbeds will balance healing, making preventative maintenance a morning ritual and curative interventions a swift return to health. We've been told that these units will rapidly become a staple in every household that is as common as indoor plumbing. I'd like to be clear that the reason that I say the beds might use a certain technology is because there are many different types of medbeds. The best way I can describe it is to compare the medbeds to maybe a house. There are many ways to build a house, and the end is pretty much the same from a shelter standpoint. The way the house is constructed depends on the various builders. It's the same with medbeds. Eventually, we will innovate on our own, but it's my understanding that the medbeds that are waiting for us are Pleiadian technology. They use holographic technology and likely some sort of crystal integration to intensify the energy. But there are other ways to capture frill, and it's likely that we will eventually augment and expand the capabilities as we grow. Or perhaps we'll stick with what we were taught by our mentors. The thing that I would like you to understand is that this technology is very real. It's not a hoax. We were hoping to have use of the beds by the end of the year, but we must be rid of these dark people who wish to do us harm. You are hearing the talking heads trying to get you all upset about the massive firings that have gone on since Trump took over. They are necessary to remove the evil influence. Personally, I think it's more than identifying known insurgents. Clearly, people with a history of deep state ties or cooperation must be removed, but there are many sleepers. Have you noticed how Pelosi and the squad were so vocal last year? And when they became ineffective, a new group rolled in to take over center stage like Booker, Newsom, and Kaine. Where's Hillary been? So don't think for 1 second that we can throw Obama and Clinton in jail and be done with it. There are many, many other puppets waiting in the wings for their turn to serve their master. So please understand. Yes, it's taking what seems like forever, but the reward will be worth the wait. So let's see what must be done to integrate this amazing technology into our primitive world. I will link a video that I am confident is accurate about the particular medbeds that we can expect to see. Also, I have a large playlist on multiple questions that you have had about the medbeds, so be sure to go through the medbed playlist if you want a better understanding of the capabilities of the technology. The advent of medbeds will gently dissolve the current industrial medical complex, transforming it into a collaborative ecosystem of patient empowerment. Far from disruption, this evolution will liberate professionals and systems to focus on higher purposes, creating a ripple of prosperity across the planet. It may not look like it from the social media posts that we see, but there is an agenda to increase our spiritual or vibrational frequency. This really isn't that hard to understand, but it does take a drastic shift in what we have been taught our entire lives. It's not only the patients that must spiritually evolve, so will our healers. They will remember why they became healers, and the ones that did it to help people will reap great rewards. Physicians who were once burdened by endless diagnostics and prescriptions will embody the visionary insight shared by Dr. Deepak Chopra in a speech that I saw him give many years ago. Dr. Chopra said that the doctors of the future will be teaching us to heal ourselves. In this new paradigm, doctors will transition into educators and guides, leveraging the Medbed data gathered to teach patients about bioenergetics, mindfulness, and self-healing techniques. Imagine walking into your doctor's office and actually having them spend time with you. If we had been taught healing techniques decades ago, perhaps we wouldn't have the chronic disease that we do, but we just weren't ready. I mean, how many people with high blood pressure actually made the effort to practice stress relief techniques? The fact is that many of us have neglected our bodies terribly, even though we knew better because we thought a pill would fix us. Sadly, we had to experience the scourge of an allopathic quick-fix system to finally get what is going on. The industrial medical complex doesn't heal us, guys. It turns us into lifelong customers, and the cost is much more than dollars and cents. Now many are angry at others because they aren't fixing our mistakes quick enough. We are not entitled to this technology, and I realize that many are in need. But let's face it, guys, much of our disease is due to our own apathy. The other factor is the poisons that we so gleefully consumed because we are creatures with little willpower and accountability when it comes to our health. Then there are the poisons in our food and environment. We were lied to and let down by our government, and for this reason, I believe that every effort is being made to get the beds to us as quickly as humanly possible. We must shift from a sense of entitlement to one of humility and gratitude. Take the responsibility today for your own health, and you just might be around for this amazing gift. When available, take advantage of group sessions on quantum wellness and vibrational refinement. Heed advise on lifestyle integrations, which will be used in conjunction with particular Medbed protocols. If you can't put the effort into your health now, what makes you think you will be ready for a comprehensive life plan? This isn't intended as a pointing finger. It's an honest question that I hope you will ask yourself. What exactly are you willing to do to feel young again? When will you stop making excuses? If you wouldn't practice moderation, stress relief, and movement in the past, how are you going to do it in the future? Medicine will be more like a mentor-student relationship that focuses on human potential rather than external interventions. But will you listen and follow the protocols with a passion for healing? Diagnostics will evolve into intuitive, instantaneous processes embedded within the medbed itself. We will no longer rely on invasive tests, but you must put the work into developing that intuitive aspect of your brain. Diagnostic tests that put irritant dyes into our bodies or lengthy lab waits will become non-existent. The device's holographic scanners and AI analytics will provide comprehensive analysis of our genetic, energetic, and physiological states in real time. This shift will make traditional diagnostic tools adjunctive at best. They will fade away, and we will have very little need for mammograms, CAT scans, or upper and lower GIs. And what's really amazing is that the diagnostics will be more accurate, anticipating our needs before they arise. Insurance models, currently tied to illness management, will pivot toward wellness incentives. We have seen a lame attempt at this already, but once the compensation changes, so will our insurance coverage. With Medbeds reducing hospitalization rates and treatment costs by 80 to 90% through faster recoveries and prevention, the insurers will reward proactive measures, offering premiums based on vitality metrics rather than risk factors. This creates a cycle where lower costs encourage more people to proactively nurture the body, leading to healthier communities that thrive and contribute more to society. Adjunctive and palliative care will transform into realms of enhancement and celebration. Adjunctive therapies like physical therapy or nutrition will complement Medbed sessions, amplifying results in personalized wellness plans. Remember that we are still dealing with a dynamic machine that has millions of things all going on at once, not a piece of metal that we can form back into shape. If you only understood the intricacy and elasticity of the human body, you would understand that Medbeds are a wonderful tool, but you must connect with your body for maximum effect. We are told that the beds have a consciousness or biological aspect that is augmented by our input, so you want to begin feeling your body operate from both a tactile and an intuitive standpoint. Palliative care, traditionally focused on comfort measures in decline, will become unnecessary as Medbeds extend life quality indefinitely, shifting resources toward life-affirming practices such as community healing circles or mental strength training. In essence, the medical complex will shed its industry weight and become more of a network of support with the emphasis on harmony and abundance. A feasibility hinges on very strategic planning that should not be mitigated. A lot of work has gone into bringing this technology and continues. Phased rollouts could start pilot centers, which is consistent with the schedule that we have been given of first treating certain veterans, children, imminent need, and elderly. So it could take a bit of humanitarianism to watch others be treated while you wait, but that is what it's going to take. A spirit of oneness and a concern for the collective rather than ourselves. Regulatory frameworks will emphasize equity and collaborations between governments, innovators, and spiritual leaders. Remember in the movie Contact, which I refer to a bit? The team included government, scientists, and spiritual leaders. The challenge is to find ethics in any of those fields, but it exists, and there will be frequency tests to validate these ethics. Vetting will include frequency measurements across all sectors. Soon, this will manifest as a unified system where healing is a shared, joyous endeavor. Envisioning the future medical system, a spacefaring symphony of health. In the medical system of tomorrow, Medbeds will be the harmonious centerpiece, integrated into a tapestry of spacefaring technologies that propel humanity forward. Picture a world where healthcare is decentralized and omnipresent. Medbeds in homes, community hubs, wellness retreats, and even spacecraft, accessible via intuitive interfaces that blend AI with human intuition. The system will be holistic and interconnected. Medbeds will link with global quantum networks, sharing anonymized data to advance collective knowledge while preserving privacy. Preventative protocols will sync with environmental sensors on Earth and in space colonies, adapting to cosmic radiation or zero-gravity effects. Curative hubs will serve as portals for rapid restoration, enabling explorers to heal from extraterrestrial challenges without interruption. Physicians and healers will form interdisciplinary teams with engineers and mystics, teaching self-healing as Dr. Chopra envisioned, while insurance evolves into universal wellness funds supported by prosperous economies. Palliative elements will transform into legacy-sharing experiences, where elders impart wisdom in vitality-sustained bodies. This vision is not distant. With proper planning, investing in infrastructure, education, and ethical guidelines, it is imminently achievable. As we enter the golden age of prosperity, Medbeds will symbolize our ascension, where health is not merely absence of disease, but a radiant expression of divine potential. Soon, this technology will unlock doors to unprecedented vitality, allowing us to explore the stars with bodies as resilient as our spirits. The future is bright, filled with unfathomable opportunity. So I will leave you with this one question. Are you willing to do what it's going to take, and when do you plan on learning these skills? The resources are already here. Tim and I are creating the ExPharmacon Healing Retreat in April, but there are many, many resources to get you going now. Just start, whether it's healing frequencies while you sleep, a short walk, or just consciously being kinder. It's time to start healing because we're going to have to set the stage with higher vibrations and more interactive healthcare. Please don't think that you can mindlessly continue to abuse your body, because that's not how this works. We are co-creators.